What's up guys, welcome to my Q&A. I had a lot of questions and thank you for everyone that sent a question. I will answer them all and I will also give credit to everyone that's answered a question. Some of you answered a similar type of question, so I will credit both of you if you answered that question, but I will answer all of them in this video and we will go through them now. But before I do, first of all, thank you for everyone that subscribed and views every single one of these videos. It's kicked off really quick, so yeah, thank you all for everything that you guys have been doing. So the first question of the day is by Jumpin' George and also Pokebro, and the question they asked is, what is your favourite game? So my favourite game of all time is Metal Gear Solid 1. It's a game, one of the first few games I played whenever I started gaming, but also got a lot of good memories playing this game. I love the franchise, I think they're really good games, and it's what's grown my, I love any game that involves sneaking basically, and the main reason for that is this game here. If you guys haven't played this, you can play it on a lot of emulators now, so definitely go and check it out. If you don't know about the game is you play as Solid Snake and you have to basically go through the game and take out Metal Gear at the end. Metal Gear is this big massive robot, but yeah, that is my favourite game of all time. Obviously any of these questions, let me know what your favourite game is, so write down in the comments what your favourite game is as well, but Metal Gear Solid 1 is my favourite game of all time. So the next question that's popped up is also from Jumpin' George as well, and this question is your favourite food. Now I've done this for two different things, because I can't mark a dessert and a meal together, because I like them in two different ways, but my favourite meal would be salt and pepper chicken, and I would have this with a Chinese, so probably something like special fried rice or maybe a chow mein to go with it, I don't know, but salt and pepper chicken is my favourite meal. And then my favourite dessert of all time is cookie dough with ice cream. Now I don't think you can get much better than cookie dough with ice cream. I could eat this all day, any day. Even just ice cream with cookie dough bits in it is amazing. But yeah, so they're my two favourite types of food. Obviously, like the last question, feel free to let me know what your favourite food is as well. But we will go on to the next question now. So the next question I got asked is the last one from Jumpin' George, but I did get asked, what is my favourite Pokemon game? My favourite Pokemon game is Pokemon Red and Blue. They're my favourite Pokemon games. Obviously they did bring out a green, but that was only out in certain countries, and they brought out yellow as well, but Red and Blue are my favourites. They're both very similar and they're the games that I grew up with, so that's probably why they are my favourites, but I love going back through these games at any time. So yeah, they're my favourites, but I also decided to chuck in my worst Pokemon game. Worst one is Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, because it was just it's an alright idea to bring in a bunch of kids, but for anyone that's a Pokemon fan, it wasn't a massive deal. The only thing I did like about it was the shiny hunting in it. So the next question that I got asked is from Lamppost, and the next two questions will be about from Lamppost. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, he wanted to know my opinions on it. He did say new Pokemon games, so I don't know whether he means Sun and Moon, because they were the games that came out just before this, and maybe Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go I'm not a fan of. Pokemon Sun and Moon I think were alright, just I didn't like that it got rid of the gyms and replaced them with totem Pokemon and stuff. But Pokemon Sword and Shield I do really like. The only thing is, I think once you've gone through all the story and that and collected all the Pokemon, in my opinion there's not enough in the game, and it's not like the other games where you feel like the replayability is a lot, but I think there's still stuff to come from this game, and the competitive in this is the only game that I've actually got into with competitive side. I haven't played a lot recently, but I did play a lot at the start. So yeah, so far I am very impressed with Pokemon Sword and Shield. We will go on to the next question from him. So the next question from Lamp, I also was a game that he wanted to know if I've ever played it before, and also what's my favourite. So he wanted to know if I've played Halo. Obviously you guys probably could have guessed that by what's on my screen, and yes, I have played Halo before, and I do like the games a lot. I'm just not that keen on them as much now, but I would still play them. The only reason I don't play them really is because I don't have an Xbox anymore. But I have got the Master Chief Collection, like parts of it, on my Steam account. I just haven't bought it all because I've been through them so many times. But overall, my favourite Halo storyline, I think probably Halo 2's my favourite for the storyline. But for multiplayer, it's a toss between Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I think these two games had amazing multiplayers in them. Halo Reach was the game I played the most online and that, but I think Halo 3, in my opinion, is the better game of the two. It's got a really good storyline and a really good multiplayer. But yeah, they're really good games. Unfortunately, I do think the Halo series is dying off a bit now, but I still do like the games and would like to see them come back a bit, in my opinion. So the next two questions I have are from Flex, and he wants to know, when will I play Outlast 2? If you haven't seen already, I've been streaming Outlast 1, and I went through the whole game of that, so if you want to go check that out, I think I played it on 3 of my streams, and I played through the whole game, and it didn't take me that long because I knew Outlast 1 pretty well. Outlast 2 I will play at some point. What I'm going to do is there are talks about Outlast 3 coming out, so I am going to go through Outlast 2 just before Outlast 3 comes out, so we will go through it then. We might even do Outlast 1 again just before it comes out, depending on how much time we get, but I will definitely do Outlast 2 before the third one comes out. So that's what he wanted to know. He does also have a second question, which is, so Flex wanted to know whether or not I liked Fortnite. Personally, for me, I think Fortnite's a really good game. I'm just not that good at it. That's why I don't get into it that much. I think it is one of the better battle royales out there. This and the Call of Duty Warzone is the two best battle royales in my opinion. The reason I don't get along with this as much as the Warzone is because I'm not good at the building. I can say the reason I don't like the game is because I'm not good at it, because I know I'm not, but I do still enjoy it, and I still go on it every now and then. I just don't go on it as much as when it first came out, because I just get killed all the time. So yeah, but I do think it's a really cool game, really cool design, and the characters and the skins they bring out are always really cool, and I think for them to make so much money off like cosmetics is crazy, because you do want most of the skins because they all do look pretty cool. So yeah, anyway, that's all the questions from Flex. So he wanted to know about Fortnite, and he also wanted to know when I was playing Outlast 2. But we will go on to the next questions now. Questions that we have got are from Shark, and he said favourite Pokemon in each game. So I've done it for each generation. Generation 1, my favourite Pokemon is Charmander. Generation 2 is Umbreon. Generation 3 is Groudon. Generation 4 is Lucario. 5 is Zebstrika. And 6 is Greninja. 7 is weird because it's not even a new Pokemon, it's just different types. So Alolan Ninetales is mine. And 8th is Grookey, but I don't like his evolution. After he gets past Grookey, I don't like him. I don't like Thwackey or Rillaboom. But that's just my opinion. I know Rillaboom is loved by a lot of people, but yeah, personally I think Grookey, don't like where he went. But yeah, they're my favourite Pokemon in each generation. So the next 2 questions that I got asked by Shark is, are you making a blogging channel? The answer is no, not right now. Maybe in the future, and if things blew up, I will be doing like reviews and like some things like this every now and then, but not blogs, and I won't be doing like vlogs either. Maybe in the future I might do it if I did anything interesting, but right now, no, I'm not. And the other question that he asked, is there a game you really want to play? Now, right now, not really. Maybe check out the game Sekiro, but every game that I've wanted to go and play, I've played this year basically. There's not been any game that I've really not checked out. Games that I'm really looking forward to that are coming out though, are the new Crash Bandicoot game, because I love Crash Bandicoot, the new Resident Evil game, because Resident Evil is one of my most played games recently, and what other games are there? Quite looking forward to checking out the Marvel Avengers game. I think that could be very interesting. Also, there's probably some Nintendo games that I would like to check out. There is one more that I'm thinking of. Cyberpunk, when it comes out, I don't have good hopes for it, but I still want to check it out and looking forward to it. There was another one, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, overall, Crash is like one of my most look forward to games, and it's up there with Resident Evil as well. They're 2 of the games that I'm looking forward to. 2 games that I was really looking forward to playing just before I actually just played them was one, Last of Us 2. I just recently completed that, so a review will be coming out for that very soon. And also, what's the other game? No Way Out. If you haven't played it, play it with someone, even if it's a randomer. Such a good game, one of the best games I've ever played co-op. So yeah, really, really amazing. A few games that I need to go through the rest of, Borderlands 3, I need to go through the rest of, and there are a few more games that I need to go through, but I can't think of. Ratchet and Clank, that came out on PS4, because I still haven't been through that. Yeah, so there's a lot of games that I need to still go through, but I have played a bit of. Pokemon DLC I'm also very, very looking forward to, and any Pokemon news really. Yeah, so they're the games that I am looking forward to playing basically. We will go on to the next question now. That's all the questions from Shark, and we will now talk about Pokebro's last question. He did ask one question, but George also asked the same question, so I threw that in with his. What is my real name? Now, I'm not going to say my surnames, but my first name is Cameron. A lot of people call me Cam though, because it's just easier to say and it's shortened down. But my real name is Cam. And then after that, I've got 2 questions that are from my girlfriend. What made you do YouTube? And I will also chuck this in with Mystic that asked me on TikTok. what inspired you to start YouTube? Because they're both very similar questions. I've always wanted to do it, but it's mainly been a confidence thing where I've not pushed myself to do it. I did start off doing a few videos ages ago, but I pushed myself to do it, and I don't want to stop myself from doing anything that I would in a way feel like I regret not doing it. So yeah, that's why I've pushed myself to do it. Always wanted to, because I think it's one of those things you can record what you want, and I think it's really good fun. It's a way to get people involved in something you enjoy doing, basically. So yeah, people that inspired me, KSI is one of them, definitely. Massive YouTuber when I was growing up. Likelihoods of like PewDiePie. Call Me Kevin recently has been one that's really been like, I really like his content and inspired. But yeah, most YouTubers that I watched, the Rooster Teeth, they were always like, that was one of my most watched when I was younger. The Sidemen, anything like that, any YouTuber I watched basically, always made me want to do it. But yeah, I finally pushed myself to do it, and it's been a massive thing. And another question that I got asked is, how do you decide on content? So my content, I decide on what I feel like I want to do, because I think the best way to do YouTube and the best way to stick at it is to do things that you enjoy. Don't do things for views, don't do things for like the content being amazing. Do things that you enjoy, because otherwise you're not going to stick at it. That's how I do my content anyway. Some people do it for views, some people do it for other things, but it's more your personality that's going to sell you than the content that you put out, because your personalities are what people like. So yeah, that's what made me want to, that's how I decide my content. I do what I fancy playing, enjoy doing, like in my streams especially. If you come into that, I might be on the game and then I'll switch over, because I enjoy switching between games, but I am trying to go through a lot more games recently, and it's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy reviewing games, I enjoy doing anything like that. So yeah, anything I enjoy doing, I will do. It's like, a lot of you guys are gaming wise, but I will be doing like football content as well, because not mainly me playing in real life, but maybe talking over something that's gone on. Might not get as many views, but it's something I want to do. Might do maybe way in the future, like podcasts with people, but I don't know. At the moment I'm sticking with like let's plays, gameplay, this kind of thing where I talk to you guys, tier lists, reviews and that. But yeah, anyway, that's all the questions that I had for my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, feel free to answer all those questions I've been asked down in the comments. Make sure, again, you like this video. If there are any more comments you want to ask me, I can always do another one of these in the future. But yeah, overall, like, thank you guys for, I'm on nearly about 150 subscribers now, so yeah, thank you guys a lot. Also, everyone that comments on the videos, everyone that just views the videos, it's all massive for me. Anyone that joins in the streams and chats is massive. So yeah, thank you guys a lot, and hopefully we will hit maybe 200 soon, who knows, and maybe one day we'll get to 1,000, I don't know. But so far, enjoyed this a lot. My confidence has grown loads since doing it, and it's all thanks to you guys for tuning in. Anyway, I'll see you later. Make sure you like, subscribe to the video, share it to anyone that you know, and I will see you later.